Welcome to the FLO dashboard walkthrough. In order to access the FLO dashboard, one will require to log in or register if one is a new user. Let us log in. This has led us to an authentication page where one will log in or sign up if one is a new user. One can also sign up using Google or any other email provider. For my case, I will log in. I will use my email. Now I can go to the dashboard as a user. After you have logged into the FLO dashboard, click the Projects tab button. Then click Create New Project to start developing your application. For my case, I will create a USSD application. Click Next. Give your application a name. Describe its purpose. Then give your application a shortcode of your choice. Click Finish to start developing your FLO. To get started, click on the Start Screen node. A window will appear on your far right, showing you the name of your application, the shortcode you chose for your application, the type to include for each screen in your application, and the screen text is the first message which a customer will encounter when the shortcode is dialed. Type includes 3 variables one will choose to select for each screen in the application. The variables include multiple choices, which enables you to shortlist a list of services one offers. A list, which is a build-up form that prompts questions based on previous answers given to previous questions. A raw input allows you to input a value based on the question asked. For more information about the types, you can click Hit. Now, let us input the message which, when the shortcode is dialed, will appear on the screen. Now click Create New Screen. A second node will appear, which forms our second screen. Click on the second node. I will name our second screen by airtime. I will also ask the customer to select their service provider. Since there are multiple service providers for airtime, I will choose my type as multiple choice. Click Create New Screen. A third node will appear. Click on the third node. Our third node forms our third screen. I will name our third screen Safaricom. Safaricom is but one of many airtime service providers. I will ask or prompt the customer to select whether they want to buy for themselves or for others. Click Create New Screen. Click on the fourth node. I will name our fourth screen amount. I will ask the customer to input the value of airtime he or she will wish to buy. Since it is a value to be inputted, my type will be raw input. The flow will now create the confirmation screen, which is represented by the fifth node. Click on the fifth node. I will name our fifth screen confirmation. I will ask the customer to confirm the amount he or she inputted. It is important to note the use of the caret characters. They are used to refer to a selection or an inputted value in a screen. Click Create New Screen. The customer has an option to accept the amount inputted. If one accepts, end the flow with the preferred message. Delete the extra screen. Click again on the confirmation screen. If the customer declines, prompt the flow to take him back to the Buy Airtime screen. Now save your flow. Your flow has been successfully saved and is now ready to be simulated. Click back to go to the project's dashboard. We can see our application has been formed. Click on the Simulator tab to your left. This is where we are going to simulate our flow. Since my flow was a USSD, I will click USSD. My shortcode has been registered. I will dial my shortcode in the simulator. Click Send. As you can see, our first message to the customer has been showcased. As you can see, we did not register our services with the correct names, but we shall edit on that after we have tested the application. Our preferred service is Choice. Input one and click Send. Our service provider is Choice 1. Input 1 and click Send. We shall also choose to purchase for Choice 3. Input 1 and click Send. We shall input an airtime of 20, then click Send. In this case, I will accept to confirm to purchase the airtime of 20 shillings. This is the confirmation message that will be sent to the user. Click OK. Click back. Now let us edit our options to fit our flow. Click on the Projects tab. Click on the flow which we had initially created by clicking Open. Click on the Start screen. Our service which we prefer should be Buy Airtime. Edit choice to buy airtime. Click on the node Buy Airtime. Our service provider should be Safaricom. Edit choice 1 to Safaricom. Now click on the node Safaricom. We prefer to buy for self as a party. Change choice 3 to self. Now that we have edited all our options, let us update our flow. Our flow has been successfully updated. Click OK. Click back. Now let us simulate our flow again. Click Simulator tab. Click USSD. Dial our shortcode. Click Send. As you can see, our options have been edited. Let us select our preferred service. Let us select our service provider. Let us purchase for self. Input how much airtime we would like to buy. In this case, let us decline. Our flow has returned us back to the Buy Airtime screen. In this case, let us cancel. As you can see, our flow functions perfectly. Click back. Let us click on the Dashboard tab on our left. Click on the Sessions tab. The screen displays the user journeys and the user dials. It records the date the dial was made, the time it was made, the code that was dialed, the access code, which is the customer's number, whether the dial was incomplete or complete. You can also view the dial progress of the customer by clicking Next or Previous to see and know the inputs made by the customer. You can also download the dials and the journeys in a CSV file. Now let's go to the dashboard by clicking the Dashboard tab. The graph for time transaction status shows the cumulative transactions both for the USSD and the WhatsApp transactions. As you can see, USSD transactions for the day have been 9 in number. The transaction status shows the incomplete transactions in blue and complete transactions in the day. The users shows the total number of users, who are 9 during the day and only 1 new user. For any inquiries or relevant information, feel free to visit the FAQs tab.